Force Intelligence Bureau, AIG, CSP Dr. Nonye Wellas, and other senior police officers here. An accomplished Nigerian youth, an accomplished musician, with about 5 other persons. Bobo Ajudwa, who is his personal attorney.
So you're a lawyer like your dad now.
Asa Asipa.
This, yeah, just introduce us and allow them to introduce themselves.
So, this, they are here to...
So, me, as I landed Lagos, we're driving first to the hotel, I think.
You had landed Abuja.
Sorry, landed Abuja. Yes, on the way to the hotel, we stopped. I saw like some people, like little protests or something. But apparently those ones were pro-SARS. Like even attacking like Davido, you come Abuja, come protest, blah, blah, blah. So me going to, even from Lagos, they're already telling me, if you land this Abuja and don't come and join us, that have been sleeping here for days. That was the argument we were having the whole time on the plane. You know what I'm saying? They were like, IG has invited you. Simple, go and see IG and resolve it. Because all the protest, and seeing the number one in person is more, do you understand? It's better than just running around Lagos causing havoc. Do you understand? But in coming there, just the emotions in them were too much. When I first got to the protest, they were abusing me. You get out of here. Hey, now you they come, Abi. I had to beg them, like, come, let's all, because the problem in Nigeria is more than SARS. It's way more. So, like, if you start to even count the problem with Nigeria, it's more than SARS. And now, even in America, Chris Brown don't call me. Everybody don't call me. What's going on in Nigeria? I'm like, do you understand? And for me to be the top artist here and not do anything is impossible. Left to me. And everybody just like, because your papa get money, you guys work for the government. That's why you don't want to say anything. So I just had to make a stance. Even apart from cause of that, just even for the welfare of just people. Me personally, because of who I am, I really never had a problem with police. Do you understand? But like, people suffer. Oh yeah. Like even one time, somebody paid me for, I think a club appearance or something. And the area was not a safe area. The guy even told me it was a different area. The guy paid police. They came to my house. Outside, they were shooting. My son was there, shouting Chioma's name. Come outside. You were your husband. I had to run to my daddy's house to hide. Me, Davido. This last year. You know, we even thought they were armed robbers. And people saw, even the other day, I was driving out. You see it on the internet. I was driving out. 2 guys, just regular. Just on the ground, they stopped them. I told the police to release them. They released them. That's one part of the problem. So now this whole SARS-P, they said SARS has been disbanded, which I commend you for listening to the people. I don't think there's any number one of police that's ever really listened to the people. Do you understand? You listened to us and you disbanded the SARS. Couple problems that they sent to me. One was the redeployment, sir. They said they want to redeploy them to other units. Number one, people were complaining. I feel, you want to tell me the whole SARS is bad? You can't tell me that. There are good people in the force. Even if they are not trained well, we can't really just, it's not fair to just sack them and say go. Everybody has families, they have kids, they have people they are taking care of. Our 5 demands, this is what. Number one, immediate release of all arrested protesters. Yesterday, we thank God, everybody was released. But apparently, they said in Abuja. In Lagos, there are still people arrested. Number 2, I think this is the most important point. Justice for all deceased victims of police brutality and appropriate compensations for their families. I tweeted something yesterday. I said, out of everything, this is the most important thing. Because even if there's reform and there's change, you cannot change a life that has been lost. That one is 100%. Number 3, setting up an independent body to oversee the investigation and prosecution of all reports of police misconduct within 10 days. I don't agree with that. You cannot, it's impossible to do anything within 10 days. but it's something that should be looked at. In line with the new Police Act, which they just signed, even before this, psychological evaluation and retraining of all disbanded SARS officers before they can be redeployed. I agree. So, really what they're saying is, okay, the ones that did offense, charge them. The ones that didn't do anything, or still retrain them. Even the good ones, retrain them and then redeploy them, which is very important. I'm doing that. And this fifth one, to me, after number 2, which is justice for the deceased victims, number 5 is the most important. After that one, increase police salary so that they are adequately compensated for protecting lives and property of citizens. I've seen a video of one police barrack. A beggar cannot stay there. Do you understand? The problem is really funding, benefits, insurance, life insurance, health insurance. If the police, if they are risking their lives, obviously they should be, you know what I'm saying? So benefits, which is very important.
So to add to what David has canvassed, obviously these are things that we've been seeing all over, the internet. We've been seeing in person. I myself was privileged enough yesterday to witness a bit of the clamoring. Like David said, when we first landed in Abuja yesterday, we had one mission: to come and discuss, hopefully with the IG, and to share, what the general youth felt about the situation, what the demands were. Because one thing that is very, very easy is for people to get lost in the protests. I kid you not, yesterday, while we were on the streets, there were so many people that actually forgot what they were doing there.
I'm telling you.
So what we want to do is ensure that, okay, yes, while people are outside, making sure everybody is made aware of what is on ground, there is actual direct communication. Because it's not just about being on the streets and protesting and raising awareness. After some time, the human body can only do so much. Physically, you will get tired, people need to get back to work, need to get back to their lives. We need results. It is results that we actually want. So that is the reason why we actually came to Abuja. But as David explained, on the way, we landed. In fact, they first of all blocked our car. They nearly broke one windscreen. Davido, you, from your house, you have been... Say, what is going on? What is the matter? Luckily for us, as we landed, they have disbanded us. Because I won't lie to you, I was one of the people that was begging David to actually not partake in protest. Reason for this is safety of the general public. I know I've been privileged enough to witness David's arrival in various countries, in public, everywhere, all over the world. I know what his fans are capable of. And I know that we cannot control them. Some people will take something that is meant to be peaceful and turn it into something else. Before you start speaking English...
I know how many times I had to beg yesterday, like, calm down, like, I was looking at them, like, you guys are crazy.
So before you even start speaking English, people have gone on and done whatever they want to do. Before you know it, there's a problem. Where did this stem from? Davido taken to the streets, all his fans going crazy, thinking that they are aiding in protest. Meanwhile, we're here preaching peaceful protest. So yesterday, when we touched down, we were just, what is going on? Tried to calm everybody down. Next thing they said, no, okay, SARS has been disbanded. What is going on now? No. They arrested 20 of us. We will not leave. What is going on? Say, no, Davido, we need you. I say, what I said? I was privileged enough to have contact with Mr. Frank Mba. I put a call through. I said, please, these people all around here, they are clamoring. We actually wish to come and address them that, look, we have a meeting with the IG. Everybody just calm down. Let us hear about the actual steps they intend to take towards this reform and towards making everybody believe that this SARS has actually been disbanded. Because it's not just about cancelling the name SARS and bringing another name and filling them with the same personnel. Like David explained earlier, people need to be retrained, reorientation, re-educated. And then there is appeal that we need to make to governments too. We have some meetings fixed with personnel of members of government.
Increase the salary.
The House of Reps, the Chief of Staff. We're dialoguing with people. We need to also get them to do better in terms of funding for the police. We know what police, we are privileged enough to be exposed. We know what police in other climes are getting. So we need to put their lives on the line for this job. I'm not making any excuse for any officer that is misbehaving or extorting anybody on the streets, no. But I'm saying that this is something that we can do to reduce misbehavior like this. So, that's what I was saying. We landed, they said, 20 people have been arrested. I spoke to Mr. Frank. He said, what are you saying? Okay, wait, just hold on. Let me make a call. He made a call, spoke to the commissioner, called me back. He said, there is nobody in our custody. There is nobody. What is going on? Tell them to give you a name right now. He spoke to David even right on the
Right there in
He
the.
said, David, tell them to give you a name right now and let us verify this. We kept asking.
They gave me two, but they gave me 2 names this morning. Though.
They gave this morning.
Only 2 names.
They gave names. We said, okay, you know what, everybody just. They said, no, we must go to Force. We've been to Force headquarters twice already. They chased us away. They did this. Next thing we got there, and that was where you saw the dialogue between us. We made everybody sit on one side of the road.
I can't believe I was scared for my life. I was walking, cocking, tear gas. I was like,
You know?
I had to get on my knees. I said, now BO is Davido. Please don't come to fight, please. Oh.
And to be fair, they calmed down.
They calmed
Once
down.
they saw that everybody was not.
We all sat on the floor like we don't tire.
Once they saw that nobody was coming to try and engage them or anything, to be fair, the officers calmed down, you know. So approached them, discussed, and then they said, look, there are no protesters in custody. Everybody has been released. We spoke to the crowd, and that was how that actually calms down. So if it seemed like, I thought that I should make sure I put it out there. It seemed like David you landed there to cause trouble, even though he had no. That was not the case, you know. So back to what David had said. These reforms. Right now, people are still protesting. If you check online,
Lagos is crazy.
Lagos right now is shut down because they still have demand.
We can't even land.
What are their demands? Their demands actually flow from a lot of what has already done by your good selves, by the Police Act 2020, but obviously it was recently just put into place. But then they also have demands that ensure that this SARS that we have disbanded actually stays disbanded, and there is change. Now, the change will not happen overnight. So part of what we have come to do here is also to appeal to the masses that please, if we can get a word from the IG letting us know that steps are being taken, they appreciate everything we have said, and they are true to this attempt to reform, then please, we also have to understand that these changes will not be made overnight. Some of them will not be made overnight. It's part of what I actually said, please let us come here, and after hearing from you, we can possibly use our platform to also get people to appreciate. And that is a summary of what we feel.
Thank you.